Hi, I am Avery Chin and I am a Life Scout from Troop 33 located in Los Altos, California. My Eagle project is building cat shelters for the Palo Alto Humane Society and helping people like you build your own cat shelters as well. This video will also serve as a guide to building a good and safe shelter for community or feral cats. Palo Alto Humane Society will also offer educational sessions around the video to scouts and other interested groups. I chose to build these cat shelters because feral cats need our help. Feral and community cats do not have any permanent places to stay. Building these shelters will help these cats be more healthy by staying warm during the winter and having a reliable shelter from the elements and predators, and even a place to find a reliable source of food. You can also help these feral cats by participating in non-profit organizations that practice trap, neuter, release. Trap, neuter, release is where people bring in cats to neuter in order to reduce the feral cat population. The decrease in the population of feral cats is important because there would be less competition and fighting among other feral cats. Even more important is that more cats will find more homes as pets, and fewer cats will be homeless. Once the cats are neutered, they are marked by ear notches or ear tip removal. Some of the organizations that help cats also give these feral cats important veterinary care like shots or exams. While these organizations are helpful in ensuring that feral cats stay healthy, shelters are still very important for their health and safety. I researched multiple cat shelter designs and figured out some of the key components that make a cat shelter easy to build and one that cats will enjoy using. I also created a survey and sent it to experienced volunteers at cat rescue organizations and shelters. Using the most popular responses, I was able to formulate the basic dimensions and the materials needed to build a cat shelter. I figured out that the cats like to have their shelters built out of wood and insulated with straw. Wood is one of the best materials to build a shelter out of because it is durable. The straw insulating the shelter is also important because it repels the moisture, which helps prevent the wood from rotting or warping. The shelter should also be elevated a few inches from the ground and should have 2 or more escape holes, including the entrance, that are only slightly bigger than the cat to protect them from predators. The size of the shelter depends on how many cats will be in it. The shelter should be around 11 cubic feet per cat, with a max of 4 or 5 cats per shelter. It is important for each shelter to have at least 11 cubic feet of room per cat because it will allow for mothers to nurse their babies and for colony members to be able to sleep together in the same shelter to keep warm. The shelter should also be durable and be built to be easily disassembled for maintenance. The opening to the shelter should be open and easily accessible for the cats, and if the shelter will have food or water, the food must be kept outside to keep the cats safe from predators. Finally, the water should be kept outside of the shelter, and the outside of the shelter should be waterproofed to protect the wood from rotting or warping. The chart depicts the materials for one cat shelter. Here are some tools that you might need to build a cat shelter. When buying wood for your cat shelter, the lumber stores should be able to make most of the cuts for you. However, they may charge you for the cuts. If you decide to make the cuts yourself at home, remember to use the proper safety measures when using power tools. First, cut the 4x8 sheet of plywood into 6 different sheets. Second, cut each of the two 24x22-inch side panels diagonally beginning 6 inches down from one of the 24-inch edges to the end of the other 24-inch edge. Cut a 7x10-inch opening in the bottom of the front and back walls. Take the 2x2x8 foot strip of wood and cut off a piece that is 12 inches long. Cut this 12-inch long strip into 6 pieces to get 6 2x2x2-inch blocks. Separate the remaining length of the strip of wood into 4 8-inch long strips, 4 12-inch long strips, and 2 15-inch long strips. These strips of wood will help support the cat shelter. Step 1. Attach legs to the floor. Step 2. Add strips to the front and back walls. Step 3. Add strips to the side walls. Step 4. Reinforce strips and legs. Step 5. Secure the back and side walls to the floor. Step 6. Secure the rest of the walls together. Step 7. Support the glued structure with nails. Step 8, Part A. Add the hinge and the roof to the shelter. Step 8, Part B. Upon adding the hinge to your cat shelter, there should be a small gap at the back. The gap allows a strap hinge to open fully. A mortise hinge can eliminate the gap but will cost more money. Step 9. Dremeling the screws. Step 10. Painting the shelter. Step 11. Insulating the shelter. Now your shelter is finished.